And
Well, good morning. Stop complaining there, Mike.
no, it's a day. It's a day to complain. No, I'm not really complaining.
No, we're just making statements.
Observations.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, observations of things that are weird.
Yeah.
You know. What do you got on your schedule today, my friend?
I have a lot of work today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me too's.
Yeah, and we're gonna. After this, we have the recording and other stuff that we have to do for radio and other good stuff. And I don't know, just it's a busy. Actually, I was shocked how many people I qualified yesterday. And I'm not bragging. I'm just, normally it's a steady, and then all of a sudden I've started getting a bunch of phone calls.
So you just go down the line like Oprah. You're qualified, and you're qualified, and you're qualified, and you're qualified.
No, it takes like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit slower. You're qualified, and you wait a little bit.
That's right. What did you win today? You can get a home.
Everybody gets a humpback whale.
I talked about this on another show about how when you're working with your loan officers and your agent, don't fight them, right?
Yeah.
When they tell you a certain way that something has to be done,
it has to be done that way.
Yeah, it's because that's what they've done all the time,
right?
And if you have a problem and we're telling you to do it a certain way, you do it some other way, it's not our problem. It was because you didn't listen to us because you just wanted to.
And sometimes you can make the problem bigger.
Yeah, and that's so. Listen to when we instruct. The biggest issue we have is an average is when people are going to take gift money and how they receive gift money. Right?
Yeah.
Do it this way. Do it this way. Oh, my brother just gave me 20 grand cash. How can I use that?
Any way you want. I suggest you go down the corner and buy a bunch of Coca-Cola.
You give it back to him and have him send it through escrow and give us a bank statement and move on. Oh, but my wife's on there and she doesn't want to sign the gift letter. Okay, well then that's a problem. Everybody on the account has to sign.
Yeah, you guys gotta stay married.
Yeah. I always say, occasionally my wife has me sign for her.
No.
She does. It has nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah.
So. Then people fight. Just don't worry about it. Well, just listen to us. We know how to get the process done the easiest, fastest.
Yeah, and if you want
non-headache, just listen to your loan officer, listen to your agent.
You listen to your agent. If you want the home, if you want to sell the home, do what we ask you to do. I know it might be inconvenient for a short period of time. And we will promise that we'll get you the highest possible return on that inconvenience.
Right.
Which brings me to
close the door.
Close the door. Yeah, close the door. Close the door. Open door, which you and Bobby talked about yesterday.
Yeah, you want me to share the screen a little bit?
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I'd read the article, a couple articles, so I got a bunch of different information. Whoa, what is that?
FTC takes action to stop online home buying firm Open Door Labs, Inc. from cheating potential sellers with misleading claims about its home buying service.
Yeah.
And this is from the FTC website, so I'm not making this up.
No, because it says FTC. You see it.
I'm just making sure people understand that.
All right? I wrote this last night and put a bunch of hyperlinks in it.
There you go. And it was funny because a couple articles I had earlier was they were fined, and then no, they were actually it was a settlement.
It was their settlement, right?
The company will have to pay $62 million to stop deceiving consumers.
Yeah, the first article I read said they were fined the $62 million.
So if you look in down here, it says. For cheating home sellers by tricking them into thinking that they could make more money selling their home to Open Door than on the open market using traditional sales process.
Right.
There it is. Tricky.
I don't know how.
Tricky. Sorry, this is an old song.
Yeah. It's not that old.
Yeah. Keep going.
I don't know how someone would actually think that a firm would come in and pay them above market, or what we think is above market, meaning back in the day when we were putting things on, and we're still getting this happening today, $5,000 to $10,000 over list price if you price it correctly. They settle on a price. They're still charging you a commission to do that price, and then but the ease is you don't have to show it to anybody. I would think that I would take a little bit of time and do what my realtor tells me to do as far as staging the home or cleaning it up, getting rid of things, moving things around, make it show as nice as possible. put it on the open market. The open market is the market that's going to tell you what your home is actually worth.
Right. Well, it's funny. You read right down here. Open Door promised to revolutionize the real estate market, but built its business using old-fashioned deception about how consumers could earn from selling their homes on the platform.
Yeah.
So what, and I said this before, is the one thing about our industry is we're so heavily regulated. And when people try to come in and do the disruption in our industry, this is what happens.
Yep.
They pay for it.
Yeah. What was the other one that was so popular in Europe in
oh yeah,
purple bricks?
Yeah.
They came into the market, what was it, 3-4 years ago?
Right.
It may have been longer, may have been less time. I can't tell.
And then left
quickly.
Yeah, and said, we'll be back.
No, they said, we probably won't be back because in the first quarter, I believe it was the first quarter, or maybe it was the first half of the year, they had already lost like $220 million in trying to make that platform work in the United States.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said about going on the open market and having someone actually negotiating for you and helping you through the process.
Right. And that was, I've been asked, remember we pulled those questions before, and one of them was, should you sell your house with a real estate agent or a realtor? And we said yes, because that's how you get your best deal.
Yeah. Only if you want top dollar.
Yeah. Because when you leave, and that's what I think they were saying. I mean, another article, they were leaving like 30 to 50 grand on the table,
right,
doing the open door thing, and they thought that was the best thing to do. And
yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
and we're just reporting what we found.
Yeah, several years ago, I read an article through NAR back when I used to be able to read, and they had said that on average, people who are on the open market will make 25 to 30% more on their sale than people who are not on the market. And it only makes sense. More people see your home. More people will love your home or not. The more buyers that see it, the better opportunity to have the highest possible price.
Right. That's why they have auctions.
Yeah. No buyers see it. But yeah, that's exactly why they have auctions.
Yeah. For
drive
cars.
The price up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've had many different discount firms come through around our area and stuff, and you get the best deal with a non-discount firm, as I agree.
Usually. Now, there are instances where someone needs to go right away and just, look, this is my bottom line. I'll take it. Get me out of here. So all it is I need to go.
Right. Well, and that's a different scenario.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. That's not what we were talking about. This is, they were sued by average people who were like, oh, should be a better way to get it done and we can buy our house.
Yep.
But not true.
Not true.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I don't like when people are deceptive in our industry because it makes us look bad.
I heard you read something that nationally there's a 3-month supply of properties on the market.
Yeah. The,
which nation?
I don't know which nation. Undergo, indivisible. I don't know. I only see it in our area. I don't see it.
Yeah.
But they're all the new, like when you see the charge for like one of the services we use is keeping current matters or whatever. And they had a chart that said why you should buy and why now. And there's 3 charts whether we're not going to be a bubble. And they showed the inventory at 3% nationwide. And last month it was like 2.3. But and then another article said, these 205 markets are going to go down and these 215 markets are going to go up.
How do they predict stuff like that?
Yeah, because that's a 50-50 chance.
Well, yeah, they're going to be right somewhere.
We have a 50-50 chance we're going to finish the show today.
I'm thinking 60-40, probably in my advantage.
It's that whole thing, they're just making a statement. That's all it is. I see in certain places that people moved and they didn't realize why the houses were so inexpensive. Mm-hmm. Why the houses are so inexpensive there is because of what you have to deal with.
Right.
What
you have to live with.
Yeah. Bugs, humidity, tornadoes, maybe hurricanes.
Those things.
Golf ball hail.
Yeah. And earthquakes,
locusts.
They're not that bad. They're just not that bad over here.
No, not in Modesto. Not in the
Central Valley, anyway.
Not in Modesto.
Right.
Yeah. Down in LA. Oh, those are some. I was around when that North Ridge hit. That was a bad one.
Was that?
Yeah.
I remember the ground shaking when the last one in the Bay Area hit, where it destroyed those bridges and A friend of mine was at the ball game, and she went to run down to get on the field, and the guard said, "You can't go down there." And she said, "Watch me." And she was down there, little tiny redhead. You're not in my way.
All right. So rates, again, fluctuating all over the place. We had really
improving a little bit, though.
They improved really well, and then yesterday went complete opposite.
Yeah. Opposites.
Yeah, went a little ugly. It's just, and I tell people, this is how it works. When these markets, when we have inflation numbers come out, unemployment numbers come out, certain things come out, they're going to skew the market one way or another. And right now, yesterday, the bond market didn't like what they heard from the different Fed people.
Okay.
And that's what was
so
the problem.
It tanked a little bit.
Yeah. So it went from just an example, right? Say that rates were 4.875. Now they're maybe 5.25, right? It just depends on what you're going for, which fluctuated a lot, which we haven't had a huge fluctuation like that in a while. And a lot of that when happening in one day is an overreaction, right? And then it settles down.
And then it calms down. And people are like, oh, it's not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Not people.
Hey, the cool thing is I understand there's a brand new definition for the word recession.
Yeah, it's whatever the current administration wants it to be.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's not a recession until we say it's
that's
a recession.
Just not our definition.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your definition?
Yeah. Oh, that's that. Now we're going to get political, but that person that talked for the president in the group setting, what is that? The press, whatever her name.
Press secretary. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just, I don't think she was the right person for the job.
I don't think this administration has had the right person for the job since they began.
Right. I mean, she has somebody there that is just like stating whatever. And so I can't even say the word today. It's just irritated. She has no idea what reality is. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Hey, moral of the story on the open door thing is, if you want top dollar for your home,
call Mike.
Yeah. Call me or talk to your trusted realtor.
Yeah.
They can help you get the top dollar for your property.
And what's the best way to find a trusted realtor?
Referrals.
So ask somebody.
Ask some people who've just recently sold. Sometimes you're going to get the, oh, geez, don't use him or her. But that happens in every industry. Ask around.
Yeah.
Or call me.
Yeah. And I mean, and you could still do an amazing job. And then the client doesn't think so because they didn't listen to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or they expected more. You got to manage expectations. So,
right.
And that's what a good realtor will do is they'll show you the facts, the numbers. Those are where the numbers just don't lie.
Because only that's why I like my side of the industry, right?
Yep.
Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Borrowers do. I tell people, tell me the truth. I don't care if you want me to know it or not. I have to know it.
Right. Because it's going to come up.
Right. I need to know the cards I'm dealt so I know how to play that hand.
Right.
Right. And then I know how to deal with it so tell me everything that even if you think I don't want to know it, there's no judgment here. I've been through everything. So we don't judge.
Last minute child support surprises are always a tough one.
Well, the best part of that, most of the time now, those are on the credit report. So.
Right. Well, back in the day, they weren't. It would come up in a name search.
Right.
And then, look.
What we used to call a page down.
Yeah.
Page down. And when you're purchasing, though, let me explain. We don't care about child support liens, right? If they're not on your credit report, we don't know about them. But when you go to refinance and sell, people care. That's when they're attached and they have to take care of them.
I got a great idea.
Okay.
Listen closely. I think this is probably one of the best things you're ever going to learn. You have child support?
I'm going to listen closer.
Okay, getting real close. If you have child support that you owe, pay it.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just thinking,
you're right.
Hey, you had a child.
That's right.
Pay it.
Yeah. There you go. Don't worry. It's our next guest.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to us today. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here, Mike.
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. And
call with questions.
Yeah. Or make comments so we know what we can talk about later. And we will see you back on Friday. Make it a great day.
Ole.